If you've been asking yourself, what kind of lead generation can I do that's actually free but really works without door knocking or cold calling?
Don't forget to like, comment, and share this video. Hit that subscribe button below.
After trying practically every lead generation source possible, I have nailed down ones that really work for me. I have my system. These are proven to work not just in my business, but many agents I've helped coach. The number one thing you can do as soon as we get off this video is for you to comment on your Spheres post. We all know that conversations lead to clients. Even non-real estate conversations lead to clients. So going on any social media platform and checking out what your Sphere is doing and commenting in a genuine way, not a fake way. You have to really be interested in what they're doing, supporting what they're doing. Take your list of your Sphere and go through and make sure you're hitting everyone, because the quietest people who may be great referrers slip through the cracks, and you want to make sure that you're creating a communication and a conversation with every single one of them. And if you've commented on everyone you can think of, try a social media platform that you're not usually on. Like if you're not on LinkedIn, you have an untapped pool of people there that you probably haven't had conversations with for a while. Number two is to host an event, a high value session, if you will, either online or in person, about something people really care about. It has to be very niche, because that's how you pull people out who really want that information. You can't just say home buying workshop. That's not enough. Think of it more like everything you need to know before you build your first home. Everything you need to know before building a custom home. That is targeting a very specific audience and pulling people out who are very interested in that topic. They may likely have a house to sell also, even though they're buying a custom home, and may be able to have a more flexible time frame, because this crazy market, the new build might help it out. If you wanted the session to be very seller specific, you could have something that says the 6 upgrades to homes that will help you net more money. And the kicker is you say in there, and we'll have 3 contractors here to help you with pricing. That's huge value, so they don't have to go track down a bunch of vendors. That would be great. And if you really didn't want to host it yourself, you could see what Home Depot is having, or Lowe's if they have a class. And if it pertains to something you would suggest upgrading, like updating faucet fixtures or a tile backsplash, you could send to your whole Sphere, hey, Home Depot's having on this date how to do your backsplash. Do you know that's one of the best things you can do in your kitchen to update the look? You're getting the credit for that event, and you didn't even have to host it. You're just sharing with people that it exists and bringing the context around it. Basically telling them how it can help them. Number 3 is to carry a sold sign everywhere you go, like every single place you go, 24/7. Even if you're picking your kids up for school, even if you're playing a sport, you're taking it, put it in the side of your bag, carrying it under your arm, whatever. It's creating conversations. Like we said, that's what leads to clients. People will ask you questions, and it might take them a time or two of seeing you before they actually ask the question. This is something that I've specifically done, and I definitely had a lot of attention from it, and people even asking, well, can you bring your sign and we can take a picture? Like, it became a whole thing. When people ask you, why are you carrying a sold sign? You can answer a lot of different ways, and they might not say, why are you carrying it? They might say, oh, you sold a house today, or how many houses did you sell? Depending on how the person asked, you can say, I sell lots of houses, or in my case, I'm an introvert. I love doing this because people ask me questions about real estate. You can also say, I have a huge goal to sell X amount of houses, and I'll do anything to make that happen, so that's why I carry the sold sign. All it is to allow you to have a conversation with someone, an excuse to have a conversation with someone. Every card that's sent, every client event that happens, everything we do is just to get into conversation with another human. The crossing guards even knew I was a realtor. Not because I told them, but because they saw the sold sign. Number 4 is to engage your audience. Let them know that you're growing your real estate business and that you have goals. What are you trying to accomplish? Or what is your branding? Maybe you're trying to work on your branding. Involve them. Ask them. Take some pictures and say, which do you like better? Which do you think represents my business? It's a really easy way to say, I'm a realtor. I'm serious about this. How can I help you? Without saying, I'm a realtor. How can I help you? They also become invested in your story and your journey and your brand. Next is to be the coordinator, which is highly effective. So what that means is that you're coordinating something. You're scheduling it, you're figuring out the time, the date, the location, and you're doing the invites of who's going to come together. That is all you have to do. So let's just say it's a night out for dinner or a mom's night out. You get at least one person. I say you have to have one wing person. One person who's like, yeah, that's a great idea. Yeah, paint night's a great idea. Yeah, working out these days or going for a hike, that's a great idea. Get your one wing person, start inviting people, and then be the coordinator for that event. So when you go to the hike or the mom's night out or whatever you've planned, everyone is giving you the credit and seeing you as a leader because you've coordinated it. And no one has time to do that right now. So they are extremely grateful and very happy that you've done it because they're not going to. If you do that consistently, you get to be around the same people. They get to know whether you're amazing or not, and they will start inviting other people, and they'll start connecting the two of you. They'll start saying, hey, you need to go see Alicia. She's a realtor. Or I'm going to invite my friend who needs to sell her house. She's been looking for a realtor. They start doing that for you because you create this connection. You create conversations at the event that you've coordinated, and it costs you nothing. Engage in online groups. Be part of, if you love gardening club. If you love four-wheelers, go in the four-wheeler club. Doesn't matter if it's local or national. Local is always better, but I want to show you a trick on how to pull out the local people. If you're in a huge group, you say, who's within 30 minutes of Baltimore, Maryland? That allows them to self-select, I'm close to Baltimore. Now you get to look at those people and say, okay, are these people who are my jam? Should I maybe be friends with them or connect with them a little more? Comment, create conversations. And let's say you get 20 people, maybe one out of them will be a true connection or two. Those 2 people know 100 people. You just pulled out local people from this huge group of people who are interested in what you're interested in. That's how relationships start, and that's how you get referrals. Shout out, celebration, appreciating your sphere and past clients. If you see someone in your sphere who is raising money for a fundraiser, share that for them. Or if you see someone who has done something great, appreciate that. Give them a shout out on social media. Like one of my clients has started a YouTube channel and she posted about it. And I'm like, great job. Like, I'm so glad your YouTube channel is growing. That means the world to them. You're invested in what they're invested in, and the law of reciprocity starts to kick in. You help them make their dreams happen. They help make yours. They can't even help it. It's human nature. The key is you can't expect anything from this. You're doing this because you want to see the people in your sphere win. And that means you're going to be around people who want to see you win. You can't force that. Hyper local and hyper specific posts on your social media. So when you're posting things, are you posting generally about the real estate market? Or are you going deep and you're posting specific about this subdivision, this zip code? Are you talking about the market in your specific area and talking about circumstances that happen right there in your area? The highest and lowest priced houses that have sold in the last month. Take one of the houses that have gone like way above list price and talk about that, like the highest priced house above list price. Who got the most amount above list price in your county? That's interesting information, and you are not looking like other realtors, so you are sticking out in a great way. You look different than the other realtors they know. Hyperlocal posts can also include what you love, what you like to do, your favorite things in the area. That's also a take on hyperlocal. Do things you actually like and enjoy. Right now, you might be looking for business. You might not have enough business, or you have enough and you just want to add to it. And you're not doing the things you love because of time, guilt, or money. And I'm telling you, give yourself permission to do those things because that is exactly what gets you clients. Your best clients, the people who you will work with best, are doing the things that you love. Remember what we said about conversations? All these things are just excuses to get conversations. If you're out doing what you like and you're hanging with people that actually like the stuff you like, conversations will happen, referrals will happen. But it means you have to convince yourself that it's actually work doing that stuff. Next is a short form video. Before you freak out on the video, this could be 15 seconds. It could be anything from Reels to TikTok to a Facebook story, whatever you want. Does not always have to be you sitting there for 5 minutes in front of the camera. There's no faster way to get into a relationship with someone who you don't know and deepen the relationships with the people you already know than video, because they can see what you're like, they can see your mannerisms, they can see how genuine you are. That goes a long way. Even if you screw a lot of stuff up, like just being genuine and knowing what you're talking about goes so far with people.
Give me a call, Tim Lennon, 404-368-2607.